Hi guys, so welcome to my tutorial for MacroScheduler Pro Introduction to File Handling. I'm William Madison. I'll be your MacroScheduler Pro guru. So let's get started. So first of all, we have a few files that are going to need looked at first of all. So first of all, as you can see here, we have a bunch of files called document 1 right through to document 1000, so they're all numbered. And what I want to do is I want to rename them to important document and just remove the number. No, actually we'll keep the number so they're still in order. So what we'll do is we just rename them all. And now if I was to go in and do that, I'd have to right click, rename, important document 1, like so. So I would have to rename them all individually, and it would take a long time to do 1000 files. So luckily for us, we have MacroScheduler. MacroScheduler has built-in file handling. So what we want to do is call this file handler, file renamer, renaming script. We'll just copy that and we'll save it as such. So what do we want to do? We want to rename a file, and we want to do it over and over again. So let's declare a variable count, and that equals 0, and then let's tell that's a starting point with a label, and then we will add 1 to the count. So count equals count plus 1, and we will want to rename file. So that opens up a code builder window. So we'll navigate to our text files and we'll hit document. And the new file will be what we want to name it. So we want to name it important important dash document dash, and we'll just make this call count, count, and we'll put count in there too instead of a number. So we'll insert that. So it'll look for document 1, go ahead and rename it to important document dash 1, and then we will also up here we will declare a limit just to let it know when to stop. So there's 1000 files, the limit should be 1000. So if count is greater than 1000, exit, else go to start, end if. So we will try and run this, and hopefully that will rename all of these files to important document 1, like that. So I'll rename this back. So I'll just take the important part out and the dash and rename it. So we can see that this is up here. So I'll half the screen, and I'll bring this half over here. So we can see it working in full real time. I'll put that up beside itself, and what I'll do now is I'll just click run, and we'll see where that gets us now. So make sure we're clicked up here at the top, So it should run through. I'll step it through here first. So count equals 0. So over in the watch list we can see that count equals 0. And then hit start. Count now equals 1. So it will try and rename the file document1 text to important document count. So what I'll do is I'll also put in another part of a directory. Text files renamed files backslash and then copy in the last part. So that all makes sense now. So I will hopefully get these named all right now. So I'll just click the run now and we'll see how that goes. Run now. As you see, there's renamed files. Still an empty folder at the minute. Sorry, there we go. Rename files. So something's happened here as it's not running any longer. So I have them right beside each other here, so let's see what's happening. I wonder why that's not working. What I'll do is I'll use move file, because I'm really moving a file. So the source file will be document1. So rename only. Destination will be insert, and then we'll take that out. So if I run this now by hitting F9 on the keyboard, still didn't get anything. Okay, so all I'll do is I'll just close down MicroScheduler in case there's just some sort of buggy bit with it, and then I'll restart it again. I'll give it a full screen treatment. So move file, take this source, move entire file, I'll just put something random there now. So now I will open this up. I'll create a new text document and call it document 1, just to replace wherever that one went. And I will then run this script. Just click F9. Seems to be running through. And it has stopped. And it hasn't renamed the files as much as it has. Well, it has renamed all 1,000. Oh, there's something we didn't really want. Oh well. And I forgot to save them as a text file. Just renamed them as whatever it wanted. Let's see what we've done here now. I'll give you a close up into the code. So let's have a look. First of all, let's rename it. So, move file, browse, so we move the entire file that has that count. And then we rename it. So if file exists, So we'll just make sure that the file exists first of all. So we'll just copy that. And we'll put count in here. We want to rename the file. The destination will be the same. We'll just use rename actually. So if the file does exist, rename file. There's our co-builder. So it renames it to a text file as well. That should fix the problem, hopefully. So we'll go side by side again, and we'll see what happens when we click run. And off it goes. Seems to be working. I'll refresh this. Yep. Seems to have gone. Renamed. Do I have my text documents back? I do. So it seems to be 1001 is too many. So I'll rename this to 1. And we'll delete that. That's not needed. I'll grab all 1000 files again, I'll get this renaming done right. Put them in the wrong folder. So I want to rename this file .txt. So that was the original name and spec that we wanted. Now I'll just run this again. So that quit pretty quick. So something went wrong. So move file. Okay, so it didn't move any files. So .txt. Okay. So we run it again. Seems to be running for a bit longer now. And finished, and as you can see it's cleared all the files from there, but it hasn't renamed them. Just give them a generic rename. Oh. Okay. Forgot a .txt there, that seems to be the problem. So I'll just select these all again, pull them back into the text folder. Got them where I need them. Click run. So it's finished running. So I should be able to refresh and see nothing. And renamed, we have perfect, important document 1, 2, 3, 4. So we fixed the problem as well. As you can see, like everybody gets problems, so that was a file naming problem. Bit of syntax error. So we got that done anyway. So I have another one as well where I have a bunch of files that need sorted. So I have a folder for odd file numbers and a folder for even file numbers. So I have 10,000 of these to sort through, and it would take a long time to sort through 10,000 odd and even, like dragging this one into odd, even, odd, even. You know, it could take a long time. So what I've done is I've also created a script that I will show you for sorting odds and even numbers. So as you can see, we have declared a variable. Oh, sorry. As you can see, we have declared a variable. Variable is count, and the count is equal to 0. We've declared a start place where it's going to start, and we'll go back to the start again. So we've let count equal count plus 1. If count is over 10,000, just tell it to stop. Now we want to see if it's an odd number or not, so we do a variable called odd check, and we make the count mod 2, and we put that in parentheses, and then we ask an if statement. So if odd check is equal to 0, so if this here equation equals 0, that means that count is an even number. So if it's an even number and the file exists for sort this file by number and then the count, so obviously that'll be 1 for number 1, and then it'll move the file. Yeah, it'll move the file to even file numbers, and then it'll be vice versa for the odd numbers, so it'll add it to the odd file numbers folder. So to do this, it would take a long time, and I did a few bit of stats as well on this. So basically here we have the stats option, and if I was doing this, it could maybe take 2 hours if I was doing it solid, and I would be charging $30 an hour to do this sort of boring, monotonous work. So I've executed this once, and it did 27 lines of code that there is here. So it's basically 27 lines of code that says, because all these, like so, because it never really runs those other ones anyway. And it ran for 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Now I just said it would take me 2 hours to do that. It could probably take me a lot longer than 2 hours, but we got it down to just an average. So that would have saved me $60 as my business if I had to pay somebody $30 an hour to sort files or do something like that. I could create a macro, custom macro. You can sort of build it any way you want. I'm just doing this as an introduction to file handling. So basically, if I run this script and I save that, and I go up here and I click run, it's going to run through the script and sort the files over here on the right. So we're just letting the script run through. It does have 10,000 files to sort, so let's give it a few minutes. Shouldn't be too much longer. I'll just refresh this page and see where we're at. So we're making dents. We're at 3,000. And it's doing the work a lot faster than I ever could. It's halfway through it basically. As you can see down here, 4,277 items left. So that's how many items it still has to sort. But it is doing a very quick job. if I was paying somebody to sort these files into these two folders, that's a waste of 60 quid for 2 hours solid work. Not even 2 hours. Somebody was lazy, they could take all day. They do 10,000 sorts. And when we're finished, we should have just these two folders left with 5,000 numbers in each. So we're down to our last 885, 655, 496, 360, 235, 134, 110, 49, 2 items left. Perfect. So if we go into our even files, you'll see down here we have 5,000 items, all going 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And each one of those is an even number. That's perfect. And if we go into our odd file numbers, each one of them is an odd file number. Perfect. So that's it for an introduction to file handling. If you have any questions, or you like to know anything else, or you just want to say good job on the video, leave a comment below and just like the video and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching, guys. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please take a moment of your time and like and comment if you find any of these tutorials helpful at all, and subscribe to the channel to get notified about our videos. Thanks for your support.